This is the sound of silence. Epic silence.
What a silence.
Oh shit, I clogged my toilet!
I'm recording this, by the way.
Oh.
Alrighty, welcome back to episode 2.
Did you really just take my line, Brian?
Yes.
Since you did that countdown, I know you see
Leon, you need to get out of
it'd be so good. No one else gets that reference.
Nope.
Oh, it's so nice to me.
I'm just telling you how it feels.
What theme song is that?
iCarly.
Oh, I missed that show.
What show?
iCarly.
Oh, yeah, jeez. Like, I haven't watched that show in, like...
What would you rather do? I do the Drake and Josh one?
Oh, Drake and Josh.
Oh, Drake and
Good
Josh.
show.
Ooh, we should all sing it together.
I don't
Yes.
know the lyrics.
I'll be there for you.
Wait, where's my phone?
That's alright. I don't know. That was a dinosaur chicken.
That chicken just...
Oh, well.
Zapped its wings.
Yeah, today...
It's a thespian.
A thespian? I thought you were a lesbian.
Yeah, I thought you were American.
Thanks, Jeff.
I love how there's just one singular cow.
Yeah, I'm lesbian.
Yeah.
I thought you were American.
Yeah,
I thought it was a cheeseburger.
in this part, I don't really do much. Since after that ambush from the zombies, I'm just looting the place. I'm looting the...
so simple.
You're taking all their shit.
So,
Yeah.
so this is basically
Yeah,
the filler episode.
More or less. We do progress with the plot near the end of this part, but for now, I'm just looting the place because I don't really. This is all here because for a first-time player, you're going to be rushing around and panicking. It's like I'm losing all my resources. Oh, here are more. Oh, I lost those too. Whatever. Oh well.
Here's the nickname for this episode, the Naruto episode.
Naruto filler.
Okay. Well, the door that the zombies went
It's
through
locked that he disappeared.
It's a door and it's locked.
with a mysterious symbol on it. Get used to that symbol because that's going to be seen a lot in this game.
Just
I
kidding.
didn't know this was going to be an M. Night Shyamalan film.
Mission.
A good one or a bad one? Alright.
I think he just went through.
So,
one of them.
are we talking about like Sixth Sense or like The Visitor? Not The Visitor, but
We're talking a combination of The Happening with The Sixth Sense.
so the Sixth Sense being the good one and The Happening being the bad one.
Yes.
I'm gay.
Oh my god.
While we're on the topic of that, like, what's your guys' experience with, like, just the horror genre in general?
I watch a lot of scary movies. I play a shit ton of horror games, and I have no life because of it.
I watched Freddy vs. Jason, which wasn't really scary.
I mean,
It's
I love watching anything
It's okay.
horror, but then when it comes to playing a horror game, I absolutely chicken out.
I know a dickhead in this call who dared me to type in a number in Five Nights at Freddy's, and I'm gonna kick their asses because of it.
If you type in 1986, you get jump scared by Golden Freddy.
Yep.
Fucking kill all you.
Don't tell people who haven't played it yet.
Not just a coincidence.
Hey, that's just a theory.
Okay, Yuri.
Third party chief
Yes,
Torres Mendez.
Torres Mendez.
Third party.
C.
I apologize for that terrible Mexican accent.
I am crying.
You are just a fucking waste of human life, aren't you?
Stop talking about yourself, Cameron.
No, never. Cockheads.
Okay, so do you guys have, like, a different mentality when it comes to a horror movie and a horror game? Basically?
Yeah.
So, the only thing sort of scary I played, aside from Five Nights at Freddy's, cannot believe that game for shit. Only other thing I've semi-scary I played, more of a psychological horror game, Evil Within 2.
Okay.
That freaks the shit out of me. When it comes to scary movies, I'm fine, but when it comes to the games, the games like that scare the fuck out of me.
Yeah, no, like movie. See, I think the main thing behind it, like the reason why we don't see movies as being super scary, but then we see games as being terrifying, is because in games we are in control. So we feel that whatever happens to the character happens to us.
But in movies,
in movies, there's no connection between the characters and you. Sure, you may feel for the characters, but there's not really a connection because you're not in physical control of them, and so that kind of breaks the illusion.
Yeah.
Okay, so what in your guys' opinion would make a good horror movie?
Horror movie?
What would make a good horror movie? Well, okay, so we're talking specifically horror. Are we including any of the subgenres like suspense or thrillers, or are we just saying horror?
You can go into any detail that you want.
Okay.
A masked killer who kills teenagers.
That's basically just Jason Voorhees then.
And Michael Myers.
Well,
and
then
Leatherface.
Well, Leatherface doesn't really wear a mask. He wears the face of other people's faces. So,
Well,
It's a mask made out of human faces.
to be fair, the ways of Michael and Jason's killings are a bit different. He's only really trying to just go after his sister and stuff.
yeah.
In those movies, with Jason, he's going after everyone.
Since we're on the subject of horror, what's your guys' favorite horror genre? I mean, series. Sorry, brain fart.
Series would probably That's a difficult one.
If we're specifically slasher.
Slasher, Nightmare on Elm Street.
Same.
See, that's where I have to disagree with Bryan. I'm gonna go with Friday the 13th.
Although if we're talking like favorite horror film that's not a slasher, I gotta go with Split. Split is a really good. It's a really good thriller / suspense film. And so when it came out, everyone basically said that it, like anyone that was like a psychologist or worked in the medical field said that it didn't treat DID with proper respect, which I actually kind of had to disagree with because going into the film, I had no idea that I knew that he had different personalities, so I kind of knew it was about DID. But I didn't know what DID really was, and I didn't do any research on it going into the film. So I feel like the way that the movie presented DID, it still like treated it as like an actual thing. It just brought it to a new level that was based outside of our it was just enough in reality to the point where it could be possible, but it's like on the border. And I feel like it really dumbed down DID, but I thought that didn't really hurt the film in any way, because again, I didn't know anything about DID, so the fact that it kind of dumbed it down really helped me understand it a lot more. And there's also the whole thing of him changing outfits. I don't think that was because of the actual character itself. I think that was just supposed to be a way to like help the audience determine what personality was in control at any given time. And so that's why I gotta go with Split as my favorite horror film.
Okay.
Thanks for a long paragraph.
You're welcome.
As for me, I'd say if it's not slasher, good. I saw a good one recently. Well, this one's controversial to say if it's technically a slasher, but I might have to say a few good ones are more, I would say, the Saw movies.
Saw
is really good, and I love the franchise.
Actually, while we're on the subject of Saw, recently I saw
It's so fucking gory though.
Recently I saw Escape Room, and Escape Room. It wasn't terrible, but it's basically just a Sony Saw ripoff.
Yeah, it basically
Would you
is.
rather?
Oh my god, don't even get me started on Would You Rather.
Okay, if you think about it, Escape Room is basically Would You Rather meets Saw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about true.
You guys like awkward silence? I do.
Yeah.
Fucking love it, bro.
Wow.
It doesn't become awkward unless you
Favorite
mention
pastime,
it.
awkward silence.
Remember, it's not gay. It's not gay
It's
if you
not-
touch tips and not.
Remember, it's not
make eye
statutory
contact.
unless you get caught.
Whoa!
Is it?
Whoa! Are you trying to tell us something?
Is it rape if you like it?
No.
I like how we just went from a really long and good
As-
explanation
as-
about
as-
about the horror
as
genre in
Slasher
general.
films.
About the horror genre, and then somebody says, "Is it rape if you like it?"
As someone who never needs to be a no.
Sorry about your ears,
Reddit,
people.
get out of here.
Stop
Reddit.
giving this.
Stop giving this. Oh god.
Whoever gives this, I hate you. Oh, whenever we see characters climb up ladders, we get a nice view of their ass.
Yeah,
I
we
love how
don't.
whenever they interact with something that causes like a little cutscene or like mini clip, the character just disappears.
Yeah.
Sometimes, like, yeah, what some of the things that you might expect from other games, like climbing ladders, for instance. Normally, in some games, you'd actually have to move the analog stick up and down to actually interact with that. In this game, you don't. You just press a button. It's like a context-sensitive button. You can only do it. Speaking of context-sensitive.
Speaking of characters, what was that speed? He went the friggin' flash speed.
In a half a second.
What are you, Dr. Robotnik? Going from fucking 0 to 100 real fast.
0 to 100. Real quick.
You got the spin.
Spindle.
What are we gonna sew something?
No, that's cut. I think it's called spinal. Wait, speed. I have to remember what country we're in.
We're something called Spain, for which I know. Good.
Okay, yeah, we are in Spain, therefore Spanish, and they pronounce their I's like E's, so it'd be spinel.
E.
Spinel.
Spinel. Correcto, sí.
Venus.
Oh no, he's gonna attack us with sparklers.
Let's just leave it at that.
Roundhouse.
Roundhouse through the window.
To
Physics.
the window, to the wall.
Whoa! To the wall!
The sweat drip down my ball.
The sweat drop down my ball.
Is this Resident Evil or Roundhouse-Kick The Game?
Both.
Both. The thing was with Resident Evil 4, it was kind of like the pioneer of action horror. It was actually the pioneer of a lot of things, by the way. This is like a 2004-2005 game.
Wasn't there a Resident Evil game that took a really comedic side of it?
A comedic side to it? Like, what do you mean?
Like, that just like played it for laughs instead of horror?
Not necessarily laughs, but just a lot of action, like mindless action. That would be like Resident Evil 5 and beyond.
Especially Biohazard.
Yep.
Well-
That'll be about it.
Well, not necessarily. Like,
Biohazard is actually a really good horror game.
yeah, the thing is what I see with the well, at least with the numbered entries of this series is that Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3 was like mainly horror. It had its own specific segments of action in it, but it was never nothing but. And then Resident Evil 4 comes in and just it starts the pioneer of like meshing together horror and action so well.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, and then
I mean, like the first three were more. They were survival horror, where you had to be able to like, you had to be able to like conserve ammo and stuff like that. Like there were certain moments in the game where you had to decide whether or not you actually wanted to fight enemies.
yeah.
Um,
To be
Yeah,
fair,
look-
to be fair, it still exists in this game as well.
yeah.
Like, realize that, like, I knifed that lock there, I could have just shot that, but I'm really conserving my ammo. I used the knife a lot in this game. It's like
money.
yeah, because like first time players will waste ammo like it's nothing because this is a game that makes you really want to strategize on what on how you need to conserve ammo and what you need to do. It's not like any other shooter at this time or in the future where you just have seemingly unlimited amounts of ammo.
Exactly.
Oh, Walking Dead cough.
Herb.
Herb.
It's a fucking herb.
Well, since we're in Spain, it'd be pronounced herb.
No, no, the H's are silent in Spanish.
Yeah.
Herb.
It'd be called herb. Alright, so you see, the closet doors are jerking around. So something's obviously in there.
I wonder what could happen if we opened it.
Hello.
Oh, it's Jesus.
It's the president's daughter.
Old man. Old man Smithers?
A little rough, yeah?
God fucking damn it, everyone fucking makes that joke whenever we get to this part. I hate it. Ugh.
Old man Smithers?
I like how he's helping him, yet he still has to clarify that he's not a zombie.
Okay.
He's tied up
The
with
rest of
paper
them,
on his mouth.
I don't know about zombies, but me, I am definitely not a zombie.
Those guys are zombies.
Perfect.
No, it's perfecto.
Cheese.
Perfect deal. The big cheese.
The big cheese, and this is...
It's Vladimir!
It's Vladimir Putin.
Leon, roundhouse kicking isn't the only solution to everything.
Damn it,
Well,
Leon.
that's not what the
you can't solve all
playstyle
your problems
says.
with roundhouse kicks.
So that right there was Chief Vitores Mendez from earlier.
Oh, so that's Mendez.
Yeah, but that's the only time that note where he's actually mentioned by name. From here on out, he's just called the Big Cheese.
Really?
Yeah.
The big cheese.
Feeble human.
Imagine like playing this, but you didn't know that that's what happened, and then you only get that one note from.
Well, it's
Mendez.
very easy to miss that note too because I missed it on like my first 4 playthroughs. And look, it's the Emperor.
Unlimited power!
Soon Skywalker will become one of us.
Do it.
Fuck you, Josh. You beat me. You beat me to it.
Do it. Do it. Beat it.
Now, what did they just inject him with?
Corn.
Unlimited power.
Basically, I mean, we'll get more context of it later, but I'll just say right now, there's a religious cult.
Into another.
There's a cult.
And that's why
There's
I'm
a
against
cult
religion.
involved in this.
Because what horror franchise does not have a cult?
No, see?
Honestly,
Now,
see?
what brings a bloke
And
like
that's
you
why I'm
to this
against
part
religion.
of the world? Oh, hey, easy.
I'm not wrong, aren't I?
You are.
No,
Name's
not
Leon.
really.
Came here looking for this girl. Seen her?
So this is basically our only cutscene in this part. So,
You don't look the type.
yeah, this is basically the only other human you actually interact with
Okay.
in the game, and he's not
Yes.
very helpful. But Luis is like your
Let's do it for a
comic
kiss.
relief,
Wanna start
as you'll see
explaining?
right here.
Psychic powers.
Limited power.
I overheard one of the villagers.
Yeah, Luis is the
talking
comic
about
relief
the
character in
daughter
this
the
game. So, thinking at it, if you're in Leon's perspective, this is the only human you'll ever get to talk to in this
And who might you
quote
be?
lonely and rural part of Europe.
I am Luis Serra. I used to be a cop in Madrid. But now I'm just a good-for-nothing guy who happens to be quite a ladies' man.
Why'd you quit?
Now, if you look on this wooden beam right here, you'll notice a little bug. It took me forever to actually realize that was there, and I appreciate that small attention to detail.
The T-tail.
I swear to God, I have a speech impediment. Every time I meet,
He's dyslexic with his words.
every time I meet somebody new, everyone points out that I pronounce English Anglish.
On my first.
Yeah, you do.
I don't see it, and everyone fucking points that out.
Okay, say English.
English.
The department.
I hear it too. I hear English.
I hear it slightly.
Okay,
Yeah,
say
I
down in
heard
the comments what you heard him say.
I heard English.
I heard.
It's the new Yadier Laurel.
I heard some of English.
I thought for a second that would actually be the end.
No, it was a cop out.
And we die.
Holy shit! You pulled a Seth Rollins.
Oh.
See, it's
Except
not
this
just
time-
roundhouse kicks you can use, Leon.
No, his name is Blitz.
No, really, he should be called.
The kicker.
Like, it should be called White Guy McBadass.
White guy McBadass.
So
And look,
Batman.
yeah, he even has the edgy hair.
You know what you should have done? You should have kept the picture of General Grievous up there.
What happened to him?
That would have been comical.
One of the many people in 2005 with emo hair.
2005 was a great year for emos. Like,
It really was.
2007 because Paramore existed.
Now emos nowadays. God.
okay, they're like,
They're
okay.
not true emos. They're wannabe emos.
Or they like ran out.
Oh,
of
it's
emo.
this guy!
I've seen kids.
I remember all the memes of this guy. the freaking like shop guy. I remember all the memes of this guy.
Oh yeah.
There have
Like-
been so many memes of this guy, and it's great. That's the only reason why I know him. I didn't know that was from Resident Evil 4.
You need to show me what those memes are, because I didn't know like how big of a meme he was.
I didn't either.
I remember seeing like a couple from like JonTron videos and stuff.
Uh,
He would appear like every so often in a JonTron video.
yeah.
But yeah, no, he's hilarious. I freaking love him. He's great.
All right.
We'll have to see who he is in the next part.